Hello there, beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to my tarot nook. Hoping all is well and good with you. Happy to have you here. So this will be a love reading, Scorpio. Let's see what messages are here for you. I'll start with a spirit message from your guides about anything that you need to know about love or not. All right, these are all general readings. Please use your discernment. Check your other placements if you'd like. Cross watchers and everybody is welcome here. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising energies. All right, so let's see what your spirit wants you to pay attention to. All right, so your call here is to stay connected, Scorpio. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from connecting as we journey through life and the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to source. Okay, this is very, very true. We just, life happens to us. We shift further and further from who we are and what we are and all the things that we were growing up within ourselves, and we start meeting the demands of what's on the outside and other people and life and society and expectations. And I feel like, it's just a quick nudge to bring you right back to yourself, connect with your higher self, get yourself grounded here, stay focused on the things that matter to you. All right, and it is an important time to reconnect to source here because it feels like maybe you're struggling or something could be going on. You can't go it alone, and so you're always guided, you're always protected, you're always looked after. And I feel like all we gotta do is speak up. Okay, speaking up helps. It works. It really does. Prayer works, manifesting works, believing in what you're saying is more important than saying what you want. All right, so just meaningfulness, intentionality, all important things here for you. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with your love situation or your love energies in general. Who and what is here and what's going on with my beautiful Scorpios at this time. All right, so we're waiting on something, we're hoping for something, hoping to heal, hoping for something to change, hoping for something to come through. We've manifested something before, or we're manifesting something. It may not have been going as we wanted or as we've desired it for it to go, but I feel like manifesting is showing up again, staying connected. I feel like working on your higher self and you're healing your own mind, body, and soul here could be a serious, important call, especially if you're hoping on something to change or resolve or transform into something different. Not like just become something different, but not because like evolve, right? Like something to evolve. Like there's something, we're hoping something, but we're feeling, I can't get to help but feel like maybe you're disappointed that something is not necessarily moving right now. We have harmony showing up in the reverse as well. So we have hoping and harmony. We're looking for balance here. At minimum, some sort of a friendship, restoring some sort of a peace. Okay, I don't know if you're into music or your person likes to play the music or maybe even guitar has some sort of an impact, but just I think of things as frequency. Okay, when I think of the guitar and the strings, so again, tune into your frequency, get yourself on some sort of a path here for your own well-being. I feel like somebody here wants to restore a friendship with you or get back on a track where things are manageable between the both of you. Maybe things are not as harmonious as they can be right now because we have upheaval. So could be dealing look at all the colors, troubling times. Okay, so I feel like something here could become very disrupted, okay, for you. Maybe something might change out of nowhere. Yeah, change could be coming. Some shocking outcome, something you were not expecting might have happened or would be happening, but and I feel like it's gonna like awaken you a little bit or shake you up a little bit, but in a different way, more kind of to love yourself more and heal yourself more and care for yourself more and be more selfish with yourself. And it's okay. So it's like versus outward. Okay, like the outward world can only accept what it wants when it wants it, and everything else gets discarded. So I'm not saying you have to be the type that discards people or things, but you need to discard the things that are holding you back and weighing you down. We have some resentment, so it feels like we're dealing with somebody that could have been some sort of fighting, arguing, troubles of some sort. We have some words thrown at each other, Something here is just we're still feeling angry or bitter about something. We meaning you and this connection and you and this person. Something is still kind of lingering around. Okay, so it feels like something has gone unresolved. Okay, and that's why there's resentment. And it feels like we're not really in a place where we're dealing with the consequences. We're really more, or actually, we're not dealing with, or somebody's not dealing with the consequences of their actions, but you're stuck in the consequences of things. Okay, so some of you, you know, karmically, you may be kind of accepting it as part of the path, part of your journey, but there's a cause and effect. So I feel like it takes two for these sort of things, and I feel like accountability here is something that might be important, or is lacking. But something here is by destiny, is designed. It's destined. Okay, it's destiny to be where you are, obviously at this moment in time. But it's also you're going through this because you may be needing to wake up here. You may need to start connecting to yourself to gain that clarity that you deserve, okay? To have the truth as it's meant to be for you, to have an understanding, to have a sense of honesty with yourself is super important. And look, we were talking with about intentions minutes ago. So I feel like, you know, you'll be able to deal with whatever consequences as long as you're able to have the clarity, you'll have the way, okay? But some of you, there's a lot of resentment or perhaps anger, and so it just feels like things are kind of a little in a punishing place right now, okay? It's like I don't know if someone's trying to exert, like it just feels like there's like boundaries or like punishment, like some sort of like if this doesn't happen, this won't happen, something like that, okay? So, and yeah, we have shattered, damaged, brokenhearted, and destroyed. So I feel like something here, Scorpio, has kind of gotten you in a place where, you know, you had high hopes, you had high expectations, not even just expectations, but you had high hopes, you had, you know, you were dreaming big, you were seeing things differently with a certain energy, and it's just, it's not panning out or did not pan out that way, all that well. Having like gone through the cycle with this person, things, there's some things that have been broken, okay? Broken trust, broken heart, all right? Damaged perceptions, damaged I wouldn't call it reputation, but the perception of how you see this person has changed, all right? And some things have been destroyed here. Whether it's trust, whether it's the happiness, whether it's the harmony, it feels like something is strained. So even if something was to get better, it still feels like it would be strained, you know? All right, why is this? Why do I look at my camera and it looks like everything and its mom is crooked? But then, is it crooked? I just don't want it to be too crooked, okay? It can be crooked. I just don't want it to be too crooked. That's better, I think. All right, here we go. Now it's crooked. I feel like it's crooked. All right. I try not to pause without letting y'all know I'm pausing because sometimes the lighting changes and all that. But I am actually going to go pause. All right. I'm going to go check on the cats. They have been extremely quiet and we're going to come right back. And we're going to get into the tarot. I'll be right back. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Now, this is week 2 of January 2025. So it's week 2, and then this is the second kind of cat tarot deck I'm using. So I don't know, maybe next week I'll still do, or starting tomorrow. Today's the 14th. Maybe starting tomorrow I'll do a different cat deck. I haven't decided, but I am enjoying these decks because I didn't really use them much last year. I got very sick and spent January all the way towards the end of the year. I spent most of that, or I'm sorry, June of last year till the end of last year. I spent it kind of healing and recovering, and then I got sick with the flu on top of that in November. So this year I'm going to try to go through a lot of decks because I have a lot. So I'm going to bring variety decks here. I like doing that. This is a variety style channel. If you're new here, just FYI, let y'all know. And so my readings might be the same, like, you know, every 5 weeks I'll do ghosting or no communication, something like that. But the decks and the layout and the intentions are always going to be different. And it just, I enjoy it. It works with my style, with my personality. I can't do the same thing every single day for the rest of my life. So yeah, I like sharing these decks with you. I've like, I put a lot of care and shopping time looking for certain decks. So I just enjoy sharing all of it with you all. That's all I'm trying to say. And I've been asking this from every other sign. So since we're talking about cats, I just wanted to know if you guys have cats or dogs, or what's your favorite pet animal, fur baby, or what you've had growing up, or if anything you want to share, feel free to do so. And also, I do like to talk to my viewers and subscribers just like I do right now. There's going to be times I'll just jump straight into tarot, but I'm not trying to remove the human connection out of things. Okay, I like to feel like, you know, this is part of building for me. This is how I want to build my channel, is to have you guys show up and enjoy the readings and chit chat and let me know what's going on, stuff like that. That's my goal. That's my hope. All right. Not every reading is going to resonate. That's fine, but your time and you hanging out and all that stuff is very valued and appreciated. So we're going to start with the Seven of Pentacles. This showed up in yesterday's reading, I think. Libra, maybe Sagittarius as well. Sagittarius has showed up here for sure, I think. Well, one of them showed up. Anyways, so when I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles, okay, this is a Taurus energy. Feels like there could be some sort of a delay here. Just overall, okay, we could be dealing with something where something did not take off, or something is just not working its way the way it was, you thought it would be, or thought it was going to work out, okay? So I feel like somebody's wanting to make the connection work, but there's also a sense of not necessarily trying to invest, like maybe one person's investing more than the other, their time, energy, and resources, and it feels like maybe there's a little bit of a shift in direction of where things are going. But if there's an opportunity for, like, for example, like an upgrade of some sort, now would be the time to have that upgrade, okay? Because things are not flowing, things are not harmonious, things are not fluid, things are not great right now, okay? The Eight of Wands, okay, so Sagittarius energy. In terms of like who or what's on the mind, okay, I feel like, you know, somebody here is hoping to have something change. Like I feel like there's manifesting is showing up again, hoping, okay, and we also have, this is a card of action, card of manifestation, card of pursuing your passion, your desires, your goals, your dreams. But I'm talking here about relationships as well. So it does feel like somebody here has goals, desires, or dreams, or relationship expectations that they would like to, you know, kind of materialize, manifest, and have something work out with you here. Okay, so I really messed it up, and I'm not going to touch it anymore after this time. So anyways, I lied. Oh my gosh. I've given up on my camera and how it swivels. Okay, so with the Eight of Wands, okay, it's just, I feel like something unexpected may come through, something shocking, okay? So it feels like something has not calmed down. It feels like something may have calmed down, but it hasn't. So if it could be like this could be like a calm before the storm. Not because of the eight, but because of the upheaval here, okay, and consequences. But it just feels like you ruffled somebody's feathers somehow through something in this relationship or in this connection, and it just feels like there's a lot more to happen. There's some unresolved thoughts, communications coming through, and somebody's going to be very passionate about what they have to say, okay? I feel like somebody here wants you to make a decision. They're trying to maybe pressure you or make some sort of a decision fast or quick, or just kind of act on something. But you know, I obviously I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I feel like you're not going to. It's just that whatever is going to happen, a change is going to happen super, super fast, very fast paced change. All right. So indirectly, you could have a disconnection happen unexpectedly as well. Okay. So the Justice card here is a Libra energy. It's showing up in the reverse. It's a card of karma. You know, it's a card of karma. Karma's here. Okay, so somebody's karma is playing against them right now. It's putting them through the learning path, okay, or it's putting them through what they need to wake up to, or it's putting them through, but we have lack of the consequences here that we're dealing with are due to the lack of fairness, lack of justice, or a lack of truth and honesty that's lacking in the connection, and it's made things feel very, very unfair, unbalanced. Some of you here, you know, it's about kind of, you know, looking at things in a different way. The desire to have some sort of commitment has kind of fallen apart. It did not work out, okay? So there's karmic payback going on right now. There's a sense of corrupted person. Somebody's corrupt. Somebody's changing their mind. Somebody, they played out to be somebody, but look, you know, the cat's like biting. The cat, you think the cat's going to be nice. You know, you're going to go pet it, and look, it just kind of caught you. It caught you in its claws, and it's biting you. And it's just acting out, okay? So in the reverse, somebody's not in their best place, all right? Something feels unfair to somebody energetically, and it's affecting, again, it's affecting the overall vibe of the connection, all right? So I feel like some of you, the arguments feel like they're never ending. There's just some subtle sense of resentment. It feels like somebody has unspoken words and thoughts and feelings still, but they're not really kind of pushing it all through. I feel like somebody may have also been caught in some sort of a lie, all right, and that's playing a role in the relationship's integrity overall. All right, and look, we have the Seven of Swords, a deception card of deception. Okay, very, I don't like this card at all. It's an Aquarius energy. It's an air sign. All right, so it's about making a break for it. Okay, and I feel like some of you here, there could be worries that, you know, making a break for it, it comes from dodging the responsibilities or dodging like what somebody else is part of things. I feel like somebody here is not going to trust what is being said or done anymore because some sort of trust was broken. Could have been some lying, could have been some cheating, okay, could have been betrayal, but in a way where you have to kind of like almost question the behavior to get some sort of answer, and you have to like read the reaction to see if the behavior and the answer and the, you know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of deceptiveness, a lot of thinking is going into some sort of manipulation here, all right? And I feel like somebody here is abandoning the ship. We're dealing with some sort of a liar, all right? So this is a lie, excuse me, this is a liar that's really confident, a confident liar. So it does feel like they play a lot, like they're very tricky energy. It doesn't feel like, you know, it does feel like there's some sort of resentment. I feel like this resentment's coming towards you from them, though. I don't feel like it's you to them more so than them to you. It feels like you're stuck and the consequences part of things with them. All right, so let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's the 4. It's Roman numerals, you guys. Just saying. Yes, it's 4. So the 4 of Cups is here. This is a Cancer energy. In the reverse, you guys, I feel like it's a somebody's gonna, I feel like maybe some of you, if you haven't had this, maybe you will, but there could be some sort of a sudden awareness or even epiphany for some of you to you're waking up to like, oh my God, what the heck am I in, or what did I get myself into? So some sort of conversation or some sort of movement of some sort is going to kind of get things changing, and it's going to change in a way where it's going to be shocking. So it's going to either be like a disconnection, or I've walked away, or I'm going to walk away, or I'm done, or this is not what I signed up for, this is not what this is not fair to me. Some sort of angle is coming through out of nowhere with this 4 of Cups. And it's really about discernment at this point, okay? We do have somebody that's very, very stubborn and very, very self-absorbed, and they're not fair. When they're self-absorbed and stubborn and they're stuck in their own, you know, mind, like, you know, their convictions and stuff, they don't come across as they're not mindful and caring and compassionate as you would want, okay? So I do feel like some of you, you're not maybe trusting your intuition, or maybe in the past you haven't paid attention to your intuition, which is kind of why we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Things are very kind of extreme right now, all right? Taurus energy, there's a lot of challenges going through, but it feels like the challenges of the relationship's values were also, or the relationship's values were also being challenged, it feels like, okay? I feel like, you know, we could be dealing with an energy where something about commitment may have like played a role. Maybe somebody did not want to marry, or somebody's not wanting to marry, and there's a problem with that. It's bringing a lot of challenges. Things are feeling like unnecessarily competitive. All right, we are dealing with somebody that's clinging to old ways. All right, so unwilling to let go, unwilling to change, unwilling to shift. Okay, but I also feel like somebody here is feeling guilty, okay, for where things are. Maybe you're not on the same page anymore. Maybe things are just kind of no longer where you thought they would be, okay? There was probably some sense of insecurity taking place. A compromise would have worked. So it feels like I'm talking to 2 energies. I feel like I'm talking to some of you that have walked away from this, all right? And there's still like lingering, you know, lingering like connection between the both of you that's unexplainable right now. But others of you, it feels like this is kind of like where things are kind of going. It feels like, you know, there's just a lot of awakenings, a lot of awareness, and there's going to be a shift in direction of the relationship or how things are going to happen. Something is going to take a different turn altogether. I don't know, like the Nine of Pentacles here, okay, Virgo energy. True colors and all, for real. Okay, so even though the cat has food right in front of them and, you know, they can eat and everything, they're still trying to look at the bird and something else that's enticing and something else that's out there, or just kind of not paying attention to what's in front of them. Yes, thank you. So I feel like in terms of actions, you know, I feel like you're fine being alone. I feel like you're fine thinking about things, but you're not here to play with your food or play around. And so if this person, if that's how they are, if they're trying to play or play the situation to their needs, I feel like some of you have just kind of seen through that. And that's what's leading to some sort of like feeling brokenhearted and shattered. It just feels like there's just a lot of deception. Very like this energy is a major liar. Like the lying is just never ending, or it's just too much. And I feel like it's just never going to be a sense. It's not going to ever bring a sense of fairness. Okay, so I feel like some of you, you know, this energy may not be having like a real life experience where they're experiencing love and feeling love right now. And so it feels like they're doing a lot of things alone or solo. But here we go with the Three of Cups. Again, we're kind of being messy. We're not necessarily caring for things. We're just kind of going out there and doing things. But we're stuck in some sort of a love triangle as well. So if I'm talking about somebody from the past here, that person is still kind of thinking, you know, big, fat, and happy here, thinking, oh, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good to go. Not really, because things are still messy. And I feel like the person here that's in the middle of things, okay, they're just kind of, you know, trying to kind of go through it. And I feel like we even have somebody that's absent from the picture because it's kind of gotten to the point where I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to even be around my circle. And it feels like we're withdrawing again. It feels fine to be alone. It feels okay. It's not like somebody's hurting if the other person's not with them. And I feel like that's you. It feels like you're not you're not going to be like, the heartbreak is here, the shattering, the emotions are already happening as they're happening. So yeah, you might miss this person or you'll end up missing them. But ultimately I feel like, you know, you're kind of like things have felt disconnected for some time anyway. Okay. I do want to keep things a little positive. So there's potential here for happiness. Okay, there's a potential to reconcile, to restore peace, to get that friendship. It is showing up again. All right, but it's going to be more about just to kind of keep the peace. I feel like it wouldn't be kind of to kind of like get right back into things the way they were. I feel like things will never get back to the way they were with this energy. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some oracles, well, one oracle card for you, Scorpio. This is the first time I'm doing this on this channel, where I pull this card towards the end, and I'm going to pull the book, and I'm going to read whatever the book says about the card. Okay, so just to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up. All right, that's where things are. Now, if you did enjoy the reading so far, please don't forget to like, subscribe, especially if you're new and you like tarot. All right, and everybody is welcome to let me know how y'all are doing. Okay. So we have the number 41 with Moon Goddess. All right, it says, I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy in all phases of life. Beautiful. Okay, let's pull the number out. Is this the last one in the deck? No. Okay. So the Moon Goddess symbolizes the connection between the moon and earth. She reminds us that we need to connect to and live in harmony with the moon's phases as they affect our bodies and our minds, the oceans, plants, and animals. By connecting to and living in harmony with these cycles, we can better understand ourselves and all life on this planet. Each cycle has its own benefits and strengths that you can use to gain knowledge and wisdom. Only by learning to live with these natural lunar cycles will your journey through life become smoother and more enjoyable. Take note of how the varying phases of the moon affect your mood and your body, and learn to plan your life according to them. Do not resist them. Understand they are phases you must go through. Holy wow. All right. So it says, once you accept these cycles, you can use each to your own benefit, learning when you will be at your peak, performance or when it is best to rest or move into a more passive stage of your life. You guys, absolutely true. I was actually thinking, I try not to kind of impart my thoughts on this, so I'm not imparting my thoughts on this. But I, for myself, have been thinking, I'm like, man, what's today? This was yesterday, actually, the 13th. It's like, oh, shoot, it's the 15th. I better send out a text message to everyone and say, it's full moon coming. Leave me alone for a week. But I was going to do it as a joke, but not a joke, but a joke, you know, because it's funny. And people that know me will get, it's funny, but really the past 3 months around the full moon and the new moon, you guys, like, I have been a completely different person. Like, I can't even explain. It's not good or bad, or I've just noticed. And I was like, well, I need to start doing things around those. And now I'm reading this and I'm like, wait a minute. This is like perfect, makes great sense. Like, align yourself to your own life journey and path and schedule and what works for you. And everything else, literally, like water, has to come through and fit into the holes or whatever and hug it all, make it work. All right. Well, Scorpio, I sincerely love you guys so much. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.